always get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need you.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, crunch, you draw quarter.
Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
What are you doing? You can't get past me.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Cousins the thrower. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, it's Cook, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Cook running right. Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the Vikings first down.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw, Cousins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They run. Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. After the sack on first down, Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 71 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered. Yet
and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On second down, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Watch twins. Watch twins. Right there. 54 Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still play.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. Shoot. Here we go.
Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
6-man. Check curl.
Play fake. Cousins. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even. They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On the carry, it's Cook. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Stephen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. Dances by him. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's see what you got.
They run it again with Cook. And some room to run now. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
They run again on first down. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next score, Vikings 28, Vikings 21. James Bailey, the kickoff for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Check, watch the before. Rapid.
On first down, it's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. What's that?
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Mike, what are you? Let's get the ball.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.